Alright, so how is everyone's day going? This is a review for the Courier. It is in theaters right now, and it is available to rent. It is a historic thriller drama based on true events. It stars Benedict Cumberbatch, Rachel Ross-Hannon, Merhab Neeson, Jesse Buckley, and Angus Wright. Now I'm not sure if it's Angus or something else, but so all the names that I mispronounced, you know by now, that's what I do. So forgive me. But the plot of this is a British businessman gets wrapped up with MI6 and a CIA op to infiltrate the Soviet Union to get intelligence to prevent nuclear war with Russia and Cuba. This is obviously now during the early 60s in the Cuban Missile Crisis. I must say, I haven't seen much Cumberbatch movies, but I was loving his performance. A very well believable, nervous foreigner visiting Russia, not knowing what will or could happen, but still being a very professional salesman when the time needs to be. And the level of emotion that is in some of these towards the end, these long scenes of his emotions it's kind of hard to not really tell you without being spoilers. But I'm trying my best here. But he has a long dramatic scene, and his emotions of it are very well done from the different levels of it and the believableness of it. And that also goes for another actor I was blown away that I don't know what else he's been as, and I'm mispronouncing his name. I'm going to do it again, unfortunately. Hate me in the comments if you will. Merhab Neeson. He plays the Russian trader that Cumberbatch is to be working with in the trailer. They both stole the whole movie at the end. Very high quality film. With some nice overhead shots, but still standard for a big budget Sundance film. I love it when history-based movies show real footage. It adds a lot more meaning to the history aspect of the film, which it does, and I really appreciate when they do that. Sometimes it doesn't go anywhere, but it's going to be what it is. It has to flow with the story. These types of films are normally slow burns with a little action, but just pure storytelling, which I'm not 100% my type of films, as they're boring for me, and this was, but still got my emotions going. But this is a well done story nonetheless. Just not my type of film I gravitate towards. The story was good. The acting actually is what got it for me. They did have some really good chemistry between the two main actors. Won't get into much more of that because, again, this is a non-spoiler. There was definitely a scene at one point that I referred to, and it's a long type of scene with different scenes. So it's really dramatic. But without giving any spoilers, this is what my rating is. Despite it being a little bit not boring and a little bit not towards my my type of films I go towards. I like history films, but I like them have kind of shooting or type of action to them. None of these types of spy movies. It's more of the spy movies like James Bond, your typical standard ones, generic type of James Bond or anything like that films. So, but as that being said, it is definitely really well done. Story, very, very well done acting from the two main characters. Other actors were definitely good. But the two that stand out are the Russian actor and the British actor that is Cumberbatch. So I will say that they do show actual footage at the end of the actual guy that they did this, that Cumberbatch played, interview with him. So I don't know if you consider that a spoiler, but I don't. But it was really good. And it kind of gave you a little insight into the type of personality he was. But this is Hollywood tends to take history films, make them big, but then they tend to, depending on who the directors and the writers are, they tend to exaggerate stuff to make it more entertaining, make up stuff too, and so it's kind of, you gotta take a little bit of a grain of salt with these. But and I didn't look into anything in the history of this. I didn't know about. I'm not really into the Cold War type of stuff era. But I definitely did enjoy myself to some degree during this, and it was not a horrible film. It was actually pretty good, again, despite my personal opinion or special taste of films. So, please like and subscribe. Let me know in the comments below, have you seen this film, what you think of it, and I love you all, and Skull.